everybody, welcome back to Plum Figgy. This is Tammy. Alright, I've got two more junk journals to share with you. These are going to be available in my Etsy shop if you're interested. The links are down below to each one. If they're both gone, then I'll just have the link to my Etsy shop left. There's actually some really great journals in there if you're interested. Some really great journals to be had. So, but we're going to talk about these today. So these are very similar to each other, but yet also kind of different, as you can see. So the covers are slightly different as far as how I finished them. What I did was I had scraps of paper left over, and so basically kind of quilted did some quilting of paper in a sense. So I glued this scraps of paper to another piece of paper, and then I did some sewing on the edges. This one, as you can see, is a bit more colorful, has a little bit more activity happening on there, and then this one is a little bit more plain and subdued, more plain papers. There's a little bit of color happening, but mostly plain papers. Also, you can see this one has a little label up at the top on the front cover, and I didn't do that on this one because I thought, what if you wanted to use this as journaling? I mean, or you could paste a picture or do your own kind of thing on this cover and kind of make it more personal to you. And so this one, I went ahead and I felt like it needed something, so I went ahead and added this black sari silk as a closure for it. Doesn't need it to be closed. I mean, it's gonna stay shut like this one is, until whoever ends up with these fills it and stuffs it senseless until it's overflowing, which I don't know. If you're like me, that's what you do, because that's the joy of having junk journals, right? And then I did finish the spines slightly different on these. So this one has some Tim Holtz fabric covering the spine, and then wrapping around to the front and back covers on top, and then obviously up on the inside as well. On this one, I just didn't really want to cover it that way. I just wanted to do it differently. So the fabric for the spine is on the inside, and then I've secured it with some messy big cross stitches. And then obviously the cover fabric is different. This is just, this was actually a muslin fabric that I painted with black paint, with black acrylic watered down paint. So, really pretty cool. So yeah, actually, I just now thought of this. If you wanted to turn this into a Halloween journal, you totally could. It would be really interesting as a Halloween journal, but okay, so let's, I'm going to start with this one since it's open and then there's no closure. Also on the front, I did a bit of sari silk, just decoration. And yep, that's just on the front of this one. And then here's another closer look. So you can see there's some Tim Holtz fabric. Tim Holtz, this is Tim Holtz fabric. Some Tim Holtz paper. You've got some book page. That's from the inside of a book. And then some more, I think that's Tim Holtz. Ledger page that's been coffee dyed. Some map. So you've got kind of a hodgepodge of different kinds of papers happening here. From a book page, I think, again. This is from scrapbooking page. So yeah, really, really interesting colors and designs. On the inside of this one, you've got kind of like a typeset or typography. That's the word I was looking for. Scrapbook paper on both the front and back covers. It's the same piece of paper. And then on the inside, I use this really pretty olive green, it's linen fabric, and then added some of this kind of jute twine trim there. So that's what's on the inside of this one. And then for the papers, it's really just a hodgepodge. It's truly a junk journal. Lots and lots of tea and coffee dyed papers. and then some book pages from Johnny Crow's Garden throughout as well. So really, really cute. This came from a planner. So you're going to have tons and tons of room for writing and decorating in these journals. You could use it as travel journals. You've got book page here that you could easily cover with however you want to decorate. You could use these as art journals. I think that would be a great way to use these, or a combo of an art journal / writing journal potentially also. You know, you could use a page like this for your writing and then do this side as like an art journal style page. And if you don't care for the children's book pages, you can easily cover them over, but why would you want to cover that beautiful artwork? It's really cool. So some of them I've had to reinforce and use some sari silk and sewing, but I did keep the old vintage Scotch tape. For those of you in Europe, cello tape. And I just love the look of it. I think it's really cool. So this was like not wrapping paper, but sort of like a wrapping paper that was shinier than it is. It's still a little bit shiny. And then I tea-dyed that to kind of pull some of that back. But that's that page. And you got some pages that were from digital kits. I'm not going to bother to tell you what the digital kits were. I don't remember at this point. I've got random pages left over here and there, and so I'm just trying to kind of use some of that up and make really cool journals out of them. So yeah, so as you can see, and this one's printed on cardstock, so lots and lots of writing space in these journals. There's another page from the children's book. These are kind of delicate. Oh, that's not very nice. I forgot about how that story goes. It's been a while since I've read it. I should probably have read it before I turned it into a journal, huh? But, yep, some map pages that's been tea-dyed. Really, really fun. So, quickly go through the rest of this. Yeah, the children that had this book really liked to color in it. Oh, this is from the cover of some piano music about Oklahoma, the musical Oklahoma. So like I said, there's just kind of some random papers throughout. So this one ended up being folded over, so you could turn that into a pocket if you wanted. It's a little bit delicate. I don't know how much I would keep playing with that, honestly. So it's very old. But yep, you've got your art journal started here with the coloring. Work with that green and turn that into something pretty interesting, actually. We got a map of Illinois. And then there's the last page. So there's that first journal. The second one is going to be pretty much a carbon copy, other than the differences with the covers and the construction of the spine. Here you've got some polka dot and black and cream color sari silk, and then a green and like a brownish black on the bottom there to kind of decorate. And then obviously we've got the cross stitches on the back, and then this one again has that black spine. So here's what the inside of this one looks like. I ended up putting some side pockets on the front and back covers of this one, and then I forget why I had to do that. I think I had to cover something up on one of these pages, so I just went ahead and turned that into little tuck spots, and tucked into there are some blank note cards that have been coffee and tea dyed. So there's that. And then you can see this is the fabric from the spine, just on the inside, and then you can see the stitching on there as well from doing the cross stitch. So hopefully I'm in frame again. But again, we're going to have book pages from the children's book that have been colored, and with the seam binding again. So like I said, this is going to be pretty much the same exact thing that we just saw with the other book, but obviously with different book pages from the children's book. So, music paper, there's the elephant, Johnny Crow's Garden. They both of them have 3 signatures. Bursting with papers. This is Dancing Pig. And the pig danced a jig. We danced in church this morning in Johnny Crow's Garden. For the children's sermon, he had the kids do a little dance, and then he, of course, had the congregation do that same dance after they learned it, which actually it was really kind of fun. It's fun to be a little loose and stuff. You know, it doesn't always have to be serious. So, okay, I'm going to go a little quicker, show you the fun pages, but everything else is pretty much the exact same. Madame Butterfly music here. Hodgepodge, Colorado Springs, Rocky Mountain National Park there. So if you're from those areas and you're looking for a journal that's got some map, then pay attention to that, I guess. Built himself a little house. The mouse did. Where the cat... Uh-oh. What did the cat do? Should we all guess? I think we all know. This is a scrapbook page that is thick. It's a thick scrapbook page that I had done a painting treatment to the backside that was white. So it's actually, I think, kind of distress stain, maybe it's not paint. It's I think distress stain. And then I had a gold paint that I did over the top. So that's kind of what this page is, what's going on there. So kind of a fun little interlude in your journal that you could do something interesting with. Take that idea and go with it. Oh, the cat sat down beside the mat in Johnny Crow's Garden. That was a nice cat. He didn't be mean at all. Colorado. So more Colorado. Mesa Verde National Park. Madame Butterfly. And then we're at the end. So a different typography scrapbook page. And again, you've got your 2 note cards that have been tea and coffee dyed tucked in there. So there you go, guys. So like I say, I'll have a link down in the description box to each of these to my Etsy shop, and if they're interesting to you, they will be available until I take those links away. If they get sold, I take the links down, and then if they're both sold, I'll put in the title of the video that they've both been sold. So hopefully that won't be misleading, and you would just enjoy my ramblings and flipping through. So, or, you know, I always have a link in the description to my Etsy shop on all of my videos. If you're interested in anything else I might have in my shop, then feel free. Take a browse. There's always some fun things in there. So, yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.